All right, another order of operations question here. All right, so what we have is we have cube root of all this stuff, and then plus 2 times 72 minus 70 squared. All right, so order of operations, gemdas, right, groupings. This technically is a big grouping symbol, so I have to do everything underneath here first before I can add it to all this stuff over here, right? So underneath this grouping, so underneath this radical, underneath this cube root, I would have to do the parentheses before I can add the 20, right? So 11 times 4 gave me 44, and then I bring down the 20 and the plus. 20 plus 44 is 64, and the cube root of 64 is 4. Perfect. So remember, cube root means you're looking for what number times itself 3 times gives you this original number. So 4 times 4 times 4 gives me 64. Okay, so before I can add that to this stuff over here, I gotta figure out what this stuff over here is, right? So I gotta do this parentheses. 72 minus 70 gives me 2. And then before I multiply, I have to do my exponent, right? Gemdas, groupings, and then exponent. Exponent's next. 2 squared gives me 4. And then I would multiply before I add it to this, right? So 2 times 4 gives me 8. 4 plus 8 gives me 12. Okay, so let's put this into desmos so you can see how to do it on there. All right, so the first part of this problem has a cube root written in it, right? So we can't use this regular radical here. We have to use the cube root. So if you don't remember where that is, remember you hit functions, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to hit this one that says it has the radical with a little n inside of it. So you're going to hit that. I'm going to minimize this so you can see it. There it is, and we're going to type in 3, right? And then we can type in everything else that was underneath of it. What was it? 20 plus parentheses 11 times 4, 11 times 4, close parentheses. All right, something else to remember is, see how this one here, the radical ends right after that parentheses, right? So to get out of from that, I can either click out of it like that, or if I'm still underneath of it, I hit the right arrow, and that's another way I can get out. All right, so then it says plus 2, oop, that's an equal sign, plus 2, and then it says parentheses 72 minus 70, so parentheses 72 minus 70, and then it says squared. All right, and then here is our answer, 12. Oh, what answer did we get originally? Oh, look at that, 12. So Desmos does amazing things with order of operations. You just have to type it in right, and you have to make sure it looks exactly the same way as the question, right? So if something ends with a radical like this ends, we don't want this thing to keep going on all the way forever this way, right? We want to get out of it and make it look just like this. All right, so that's how we solve order of operations and how to do it on Desmos.